click in with me right away, but there was a story about a kid who took his mother's car out without asking for permission. And Lake St. Clair being frozen, and there were a few of his buddies goofing around out there, a couple cars apparently on the ice.
Kids these days.
I know. So he took Mom's car out on the ice, and they're having a good old time out there, and then, oh boy, guess what?
It fell through.
Yeah, the ice wasn't that strong after all.
Wah, wah, wah.
This is the best part, though. The kid...
Wow, that's really trippy. Whoa, Daddy.
The kid goes home and goes to bed.
Well, yeah.
Didn't tell his mother.
That's a good
He
idea.
exhausted himself going to the ice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think he thought maybe no one would notice if he just went home and went to bed? He could just...
Well, maybe he figured it'd be better the next day. I mean, there's a lot of... I would say now, certainly, way more than ever before, when you get into little scraps and problems when you're 15 or 13 or 5 or, God, even up to 25, it seems like a lot of kids, somebody tends to take care of problems for you. They just sort of magically disappear.
Yeah.
Quite frequently. There's rarely punishment or anything like that, or consequences.
How was it actually broken to Mom and Dad, then, that the vehicle was in Lake St. Clair?
Huell never explained that.
What?
Come on, Huell, what are you doing? You can't do that. You can't leave everybody hanging.
But I thought it might be fun if anybody's got similar stories about things that happened when you were out with Mom's car, Dad's car, or anything like that you just couldn't bear to break to them when you got
that's
home.
A big one. The fact that
The butter wagon story. There's that.
Yeah, that's the big one.
You didn't break it to Dick Clark, did you? Didn't you?
Yeah.
Didn't you park the car the other way around so he wouldn't see it?
No,
or something like that?
No, I had to tell my dad because I had to come right home and fess up, and then my dad drove everybody home. So my dad had to come into the butter wagon like through a hatch because the doors wouldn't open.
Did he feel like a superhero, kind of?
Yes, good thing he was so young he could never do that today.
Did you sell that to your dad that way? Like, hey, Dad's kind of cool, like Batman. You know, he never goes in the door.
Yeah, it's an alternate way to get in the car, and it keeps you in shape.
You did blame it on someone else, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I said that
It goes without saying, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. It was that 90-degree turn, and I said that as I was coming around the hairpin turn, some asswipe was in my lane. And so I had to swerve into the left lane, the oncoming lane.
Did he believe that?
In order to miss him. And then the guy, his tires grabbed and then shot across the lane. And then I had to whip right back into my own lane, narrowly missing him.
This is how you know it's a lie, because there's too much detail.
I created an incredible story, but what I really did was I reversed the truth. Because the tire marks supported the story.
Uh-huh.
But the truth was, I was out of control spinning in the other guy's lane. There was a guy coming around the corner. He had to go into my lane to miss me, and then my tires grabbed, and then I shot across the lane in front of him, and then he whipped back into his original lane.
That's
so you
kind of reversed the story, but I made myself the innocent guy. Is basically
well, not only that, you not only made yourself a victim, but you kind of made yourself a bit of a hero for the damage not being worse.
Absolutely.
And did this bill of goods? Did he buy this?
He bought it.
Dick Clark bought it.
Yeah, but him and my uncle went out to the accident scene.
Oh.
They did go out there, and we all looked at the street, and to my surprise and delight, the tire tracks supported it perfectly.
Did you feign anger at the other driver?
Oh, yeah. In the fact that I was almost killed by this lunatic.
Man.
Yeah.
So you got a big pat on the back?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Thank God you're alive.
Hey,
and
congratulations.
all that.
If you hadn't driven so defensively, this could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
He didn't interrogate any of the other riders as he was driving them home? Or?
No, but it almost got dicey because this one pussy in the bunch who was riding with us, who I didn't even know much, he ended up in my car. And he was never a buddy of mine, but he was tagging along with somebody. And this pussy ended up afterwards claiming his ribs were broken. And he actually showed up at Adams High School with his ribs taped.
Oh, faker.
Like, you cut it out. There was nothing wrong with him at all.
I think we got a series of car stories on the phone. So let's get to Trudy, and we'll see what people have. Because that's, boy, I tell you, there's nothing worse than being a teenager and having news like that to break.
Oh,
yeah.
And I mean, the situation on that, just real quick, was a Buick Skylark going around Rochester Road, way down by Lakeville, in a hairpin turn. Lost control of the car, going, and I was deliberately trying to go fast. Last I saw go by was 90 when I hit that turn. So I was probably doing over 100 when I hit that thing. Spun out and went sailing over a ditch. Hit a 55-gallon barrel, clipped a tree, and rolled into a field with no headlights, front end stove, and neither door would open. glass
But
everywhere.
I bet that thing
But
still
drivable?
ran. Yeah.
It did, Trudy.
And it was yellow, right? That's
It
why
was
it's the butter
red.
wagon.
Drove home.
Oh, it was
Red.
red?
Yeah.
Oh.
The butter wagon, because my dad used to always say, be careful with that car. It's my bread and butter. So we used to call it the butter wagon.
I'm just looking at the subject. It looks like we've got some pretty significant. Trudy, take it away.
Let's get going.
The auto show is all about gloating. Not
Nice
necessarily.
delaying the news and then saying, let's get going.
Yeah.
Like it's someone else's fault.
Nice asking for the story and then pushing me along.
Trudy, jeez, why are you
I
waiting?
didn't invent the story. I was asked to tell it.
I thought the
Not
story
the
was
whole
I thought the story was complete.
Of course it wasn't. All I said was how I lied to my dad and explained the accident.
Oh,
Got it.
but we knew the accident.
Well, the audience didn't.
All right, stop.
They've heard it too.
Cut it out.
I was
Out of your
listeners
corners.
since then. It was last told 2 years ago.
Okay. Oh, you keep a date on that story?
Well,
It was not 2 years ago. It was over the summer. I remember hearing it over the summer.
Joe,
Hello.
you had to go home with some really bad news.
Well, we didn't put her through the ice. I can start there. We back when OnStar first came out, we took a friend's mom's car and headed up north to go ice fishing.
And did she know you're going ice fishing?
Yeah. She was aware that we just took it because we could fit extra guys in it. So we got up north there on the lake, and after about a day of sitting in the shanty, we thought maybe we'd test the OnStar folks and see how they do. So drove that thing right out on the lake. And we're up on Houghton, and we decided we could go get going pretty fast down that lake.
Oh, I guess so. That thing is huge.
Wait, pretty fast in the car?
Yeah.
How cool.
From one end to the other. So
Oh, that's a monster
we got up
lake.
to a top speed of about 45, 50 miles an hour, and then pushed the OnStar button. Called them and told them we were lost up north. We were from out of town and needed directions. They were less than happy to hear from us. She kept telling us how there must be a system error. It's relatively new. She'd have to get a supervisor and try to figure out where we really were.
That's hilarious.
You were in the middle of a lake.
Outstanding.
Yeah, doing donuts. She's like, I see you.
Whoa.
Hey, watch strong language, mister.
Sorry, gang.
It's all right.
Oh, that's hilarious.
one time.
What a concept.
So
Yeah.
what's the bad news mom's going to get?
She got no bad news out of the situation. We just went back and were able to tell her a pretty good story. We got fortunate and didn't go through the lake like that other guy.
Okay, he doesn't understand the concept.
Nice.
though.
Again,
Just wanted to boast.
Bentley must be involved in the screening on that one. I see Joe sitting there. But the idea, we're looking for calls, people that had
Embarrassing story.
Yeah, basically had something that happened when they went out, similar to the guy who stole his mom's car, put it in the drink at Lake St. Clair, went home, slept like a baby, and never even told his mom. Now, I remember having some really bad news to tell, but I couldn't manage to go to sleep, but apparently he did. But anyway, who had to go through that? Because that's, when you're that age, and you got big bad news like a wrecked rear end or wrecked front end or a lot of things can happen out there. Strange things.
I screwed my dad's station wagon up, his Country Squire.
Country Squire!
God. He loved Country Squire.
Yeah, that had wood on the
Yes.
side, didn't
The
it?
old
Yes.
wood wagon.
What'd you do to
God.
it?
I was driving way too fast, and there was water over the road, and I've never seen
Were
a
you
car.
were you showboating?
I was. I should kick up a weight.
More boating
But
than
it's
show.
a station wagon.
I didn't know
and
I didn't know chicks showboated like that. Usually chicks are much safer at 16.
Oh, God,
the
no.
wheel.
I was hell behind the wheel. And then, so I hit the water.
Hydroplaning, right?
Yes, and I've never seen a vehicle careen that way. You know how it like hit and then it lost control, and it just went back and forth, and, like in a Z formation.
Just a rooster tail.
Yes, and yeah.
What did you hit? Anything?
I think I had a guardrail
Yeah.
and messed up the
Wow.
How freaked out were you?
Country Squire. Well,
That must have been
terribly. It was my
How
dad.
bad is the damage?
On that back then, I don't know, probably $500 worth.
That's a lot.
Yeah, front fender.
I would love to see a video of a wood wagon hitting the water
Careening.
at that
Yeah, that
speed.
Oh, God,
that
it was out of
sounds
control.
exciting.
That would be very funny to see.
I had no clue what to do either. You know how they say
There's nothing
turn
you
in the
can do.
direction
I
of.
don't think when you're on water like that.
No.
Because you're not touching, your tires aren't in contact with anything.
Yeah, I didn't tell him for a while. I went home and watched The Tonight Show, I remember. And sat there like,
So instead of going home and going to sleep, you went home and watched the Tonight Show.
Looking for the right guest to tell him after somebody really brought him up.
tomorrow, something like that. I was
Let's
pretty
try.
cheesed.
Andy? Hey, go ahead, bud.
Story starts out, I had my parents had a Chevrolet Chevette, this piece of crap, and it was the first time
that I was able to drive. I was 16. My parents let me take the car out for the first time. I go out. I went to McDonald's, blah, blah, blah. I come back, park the car. Next morning, I hear my mom leaving for work. She leaves. She was a Detroit public school teacher. She comes storming back in the house and says, "What did you do to my car?" So she drags me out of bed. I go out. I look at this car, and it is absolutely demolished on the front end.
Wait.
And I'm like,
am I missing something?
No.
That wasn't me.
Drop.
So they start cross-examining me, my mom and dad, and I'm convinced now that I did something to this car.
Were you drinking and had no memory?
Absolutely not. It was the strangest thing. So, lo and behold,
do we have more screening issues than I thought?
Yeah, exactly. So they take.
He agrees with you.
They take the car away from me. Blah blah blah. 2 years later, my brother, who was 12 at the time.
Oh, he was the culprit.
Nice.
He steals the keys from me that night. Takes his buddy that's 8 years old, and they go for a joyride.
Wow! You took the hit.
He had T-boned it into a fire hydrant.
Whoa!
They somehow got the car back, and you have to picture him describing how this car is driving on the way home, because he's sort of, you know.
I can't believe it. A kid, he's 12? He's 12 years old.
And a week and a half later, he took my dad's car out.
Wow. Did he wreck it?
And no, he got popped by the cops. And
man, where's this kid now? I mean, what institution is he in these days?
He's in Southern California.
Yeah, in NASCAR. In a prison there?
Not yet.
Oh my God, and you took the rap and he let you take the hit from your parents.
For 2 years.
For 2 years?
Until I bought my own car.
Oh, nice guy, and then he finally fessed up to you.
You didn't get to drive your parents' car that whole time?
Never.
And the worst part is they had you talked into it was your fault.
The sad part about it was my first time driving by myself, so after about 2 hours of listening to their crap, I was like, okay, maybe I did hit something.
Yeah,
I'm just wondering.
He talked you into a confession.
What kind of wiener BS were you involved in prior to that allowed them to, make you change your mind and think maybe you did do it, or that there was no way you couldn't have done it?
The car was in the same spot that I brought it home, and it was just like, okay. So apparently I blacked out and hit a stop sign or something.
Yeah, after a while you just worry about your medical, your frame of mind.
Well, the best thing about the story and the way it wrapped up is that the screeners are vindicated, because I was really getting worried there for a second about the screening situation, which is really it's gone public. Which is unfortunate. Usually that sort of thing is handled privately, but it's so serious that I don't know how it went public. But Joe, you there?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Hey, man.
Good.
I love how the screener had to re-screen me to make sure that it was. I had to tell my parents.
He did.
Very good catch. Very good catch. I just wrecked his secret. What happened was it was a S10.
Keep those screeners on their toes.
It was like a 2000 S10, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I was 17. I took it up north with my buddies to Rose City to his cabin, and we were out backroading, which I should have never been backroading with a four-banger S10. And
Did you even question it? Did you even think, I shouldn't do this?
I did for about 5 minutes, but then of course my friends were like, "Come on, dude, it's gonna be all right."
Oh yeah. When you're young, it all makes sense.
Oh yeah. And so anyways, we're driving it, and it's doing great. And then I'd go to drive it through like this little, looks like a puddle to me. It's kind of a bigger puddle. Yeah. It was a 3 foot deep, I don't even know, like mini pond.
Oh, no.
And so I hit it, and my front end bobs up and then just starts sinking, and I automatically just go, oh no, just run out of the car.
Yeah.
And I'm going around just yelling at my friends, like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? They're looking at me like, we're kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
Are you is it sort of like looking at you like, hey, you're on your own, dude?
Yeah, they're like, well, you shouldn't have done it, after the dude was like, no, it'll be okay, don't worry about it.
Hey, you're driving, it's your call.
Yeah, so anyway.
You're the captain of the ship.
Luckily, it took us. My friend had an expedition that wouldn't get it out.
Oh my God!
We found these two guys out racing RC cars that had a 4-wheel drive car that helped us pull it out. Well, anyways, I get home. We actually got it clean. It ran.
Wow.
It ran. It was past its headlights with water.
Really? Now, was there water in the interior of the car?
Oh, yeah.
Now, that's the part that I would think somebody would say, something's funny about the interior. Or you get it too clean where they go, hey, why has this car been re-cleaned completely? Like there's a dead body in it.
The first time you turn the heater on or the AC or anything, it's going to just reek and there's going to be mold and...
It smelled horrible. It smelled like mold. And the funny thing was the airbag light was on. So
Boy, the odds were against you on that one, but nobody noticed?
Nobody noticed until the guilt overcame me, and it was like a week later, and I told my dad, I go, Dad, listen, this sort of happened, blah, blah. He was so mad. He took it into the shop to make sure everything was okay, and it didn't. Let's just say that probably wouldn't have taken 2 months, but it was in the shop for 2 months.
Man!
Yeah, my dad was like, "You're not getting that back for about 2 months." Sorry, and I can't question him, but he's
it's like the old Edgar Allan Poe, The Telltale Heart. You couldn't handle it.
I can't believe that car ran after being submerged like that.
Nobody could. It started up. And I was like, "Oh my God!"
I don't understand. I'm sorry.
Don't ask, don't tell, though. Really, you should have just lived with it.
Trudy, call me a sociopath, but I'm thinking there's no way I'd tell. If they're buying it at that point, it's like it never happened. It's fine. It's a good. You learned the lesson. You're not going to do it again.
You're the most honest person ever.
Well, see, what happened was my friends took pictures of it, and those were going to get out eventually. Those were going to leak, and I knew it was better for me telling them than
finding out.
Seeing a picture. So.
Oh man, what a story!
Pictures. God, are they still your friends?
Yeah. What is wrong with this picture?
That was I'm 23 now. That was about 5, 6, 7 years ago, and we talk about it literally to this day. I mean, every time we meet up, he's actually Mike. You'll enjoy this. He's a pilot down in Florida.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so he does like medevacs and things like that.
Oh, very cool.
He flies down to South America and stuff. So.
Whoa.
Yeah, let's get him on the phone.
Ballsy guy. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Thanks,
very
Joe.
Cool, man.
Have a good one. Let's see. Hey, Ken, you're on the riff.
So my buddy was 15. He steals his dad's Cordoba. It was brand new.
Oh, Cordoba.
Yeah.
Oh, with rich Corinthian leather.
Rich Corinthian leather, the Cordoba.
It had white interior, so we're going to go out and do some donuts in it.
White interior, great.
Donuts at Cordoba, not a perfect car for donuts, but it'll do because it had pretty good acceleration, didn't it?
We got it stuck in the lawn.
Oh, a Cordoba beached on a lawn. What a sight.
Listen, it gets better. It gets better. Well, he was from Centerline. I grew up in Warren. Warren had the police helicopter. So we're stuck in the lawn. Here comes the police helicopter with the spotlight.
Wait, why do they have to send a helicopter? Why didn't they just dispatch a cop car?
They spot the light on us, and they're going around in a circle. See, I'm stuck in this lawn, right?
Oh, man.
So my buddy starts whining and crying, like, "Oh, I'm going to get thrown." You know, he's crying already.
You're in the passenger seat, right?
The road with this Jeep. I run out in the middle of the street. "Hey, buddy, hey, you tow us out of there." So this guy tows us out of the mud before the cops come. He's got the doors open on the car. We're trying to get it out. Mud shooting inside this white interior.
Wow, what suspense. While the helicopter is cruising overhead, you're trying to get this escape going.
Wait, aren't you having a hard time believing that the land unit isn't there yet?
Go to the car wash, and he's like, "I got to wash my dad's car." He takes the power washer inside the car. Power wash the old brand new car.
What?
His dad was like a really strict military guy. You know, he always wanted to send his kid. So he used to always grab.
Wait, but isn't his dad? If his dad's a strict military guy, isn't he going to notice that the interior of his new car has been power washed for no apparent reason?
Going to destroy it.
We destroyed it. It had mud shot on the dashboard, on the door panels.
I can't even believe
the doors open, trying to push the car out the mud, and it's just throwing mud everywhere.
Throwing mud. Nice.
Needs to be
So
totaled.
gets home, the car's all cleaned up. It's sogging wet with the power washer.
Oh, Jesus.
He puts the car back in the driveway like nothing ever happened. Oh, his dad woke up. He was grounded. He couldn't hang out with nobody for like the longest time, man.
Yeah, that was, I don't know. Although, I don't know. What are you going to do? That just reminded me, though, of a great story about a guy doing, well, not donuts. He was just doing, well, what do you call it? Lawn jobs. He was just doing lawn jobs.
Yeah.
And this guy was that real spoiled brat in the neighborhood. When he was 16, he got a Corvette.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
16 a Corvette, that's a recipe for disaster.
He was about 4 or 5 years older than me. So, let's see, this has been around 73 or something like that. Beautiful Corvette. And it was like a burgundy color, I think.
Yeah.
Really nice-looking car, black interior. Oh, is that cool? Anyway, he's with my brother, my older brother, and they're driving around and, you know, they're hot-shotting around the neighborhood. So anyway, they leave the neighborhood so they can go do some lawn jobs because it's dark out.
Yeah.
And there was somebody who, for some reason, this guy, his family and this other really loaded family had some kind of a brouhaha between them. So he decides, I'm going to do a lawn job at their house. They had this real stately mansion, you know, probably 4 stories high.
Look at this. We've got this 4-story mansion that's getting a lawn job by this beautiful Corvette.
And the front yard was, it was just like the driveway was a big, it was just an upside-down U. It just went around, you know, to the front door and then drove straight down. And there were a few trees, but not that many. And it had been raining quite a bit. So he actually drives halfway around the driveway, so he's right in front of the house, and then just turns onto the lawn and floors it.
Oh, brother.
Stopped the car first. I wasn't in the car, but my brother told me this. Stops the car and floors it. And I guess because the grass was wet, they're literally barely moving. And then finally, just when they're thinking, oh, are we stuck? The car catches, you know, wheels catch, and whoosh, off they go. Anyway, my brother came and picked me up later that night and goes, hey, I got to show you something. So he's telling me the story. He's like, this has got to be the worst lawn job ever. So we get to the house, and there were some, you know, spotlights on the house. There was a line of mud going up like 2 stories of the house.
Oh, man. We're through mud way up there.
Yes.
Oh,
and it was in a fairly straight line.
Wow.
Unbelievable. And when we saw it, my brother just floored it out of there. He was scared to death.
Oh, my God.
He had no idea it was that bad.
What a disaster. Oh, those people must have been so pissed.
Oh, my God. We never really heard anything about it, but, can you imagine a lawn job like that?
God, no.
Oh,
See,
yeah,
today that same
really
mansion would probably have security cameras. And
oh, absolutely. No, you could never do that now.
No.
That's what's so beautiful about the story. When he took me over there, he took me in his 1970 Cougar. And my older brother's kind of not a gearhead, but, you know, he's a doctor. He's just always been a real techie kind of guy. Mm-hmm. So he always had cars that he worked on, and he had a Honda 150 motorcycle when he got his license. He immediately got a motorcycle. He was like, wow, is that cool? My brother's got a motorcycle. Then he got a Triumph 600, I want to say.
Brother.
If I'm off on the size, but you had to be 18 to be over 350 cc's in Illinois. Yeah. So that was the motorcycle that was illegal. That he was being chased by the cops. Yeah. You know, all of a sudden he sees the cherries.
Those Triumphs used to leak oil like a son of a bitch, too.
Oh, yeah. There was a lot of it on the garage floor.
Oh, did they leak oil?
Boy,
oh, my God.
Bummed my mom out, too. Anyway, when he saw the cop lights, he thought, oh, my God, I'm on my Triumph 600. I'm busted. So he took off and abandoned the Triumph and then went home, walked and hitchhiked home, and then called the cops and declared his Triumph stolen.
Oh.
I know I told you that story before, but it's really a good one.
Wow.
And the cops were pretty aggressive about it. They kind of knew, but he had everybody bamboozled for a while, but my mom made him fess up.
Yeah.
So that was that. Here's a pretty good one via email. Rob was 14. His parents were leaving for the weekend. He used to stay at his friend's house right down the street. My friend and I decided to sneak my mom's keys out of her purse the night before, rode our bikes to Meijer to make a copy of it, rode home and put them back. Pretty sneaky. To make a long story short, we were flying down a dirt road and flipped her new car over 3 times and totaled it.
Oh, wow.
The doctor had to hold my dad back from choking me when I was in the hospital the night when they arrived. Worst part of the story was AAA would not cover the accident unless my parents pressed charges against me for stealing the car, so they were out $10,000. Hey, they should have pressed charges anyway because he was under 16. So doesn't that kind of go away?
Sure. Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, that's pretty hard to do. I mean, they would probably at some point have to face the kid in at least in a lawyer's office. Hey, guys, my brother took my mom's 69 Cougar, and the neighbors narked him out. Oh, ouch! He drove it right into the garage without stopping.
Ooh.
Taking out the back room and washing machine and drying. I still remember like yesterday.
Oh, man.
You know, a friend of mine and I took his parents' station wagon out, and they used to be, they went out all the time, and they got home late. So when his parents were out, it was like, hey, Eggy's car's available. His name was Egner. Everyone called him Eggy.
Yeah, what a weird name. Wow.
So Eggy did a lot of cruising when he was 15, especially once he got his permit, and he was a real confident driver. Anyway, one night, we're driving back to Eggy's house like hours before his parents should be home, and they're in the front yard, and they see the car when he turns the corner, and all of a sudden they start running towards the street like, Bill, stop the car. And so I'm like, Eggy, what are you going to do? And Eggy just freaked out, floored it right past his parents.
Wow. No, jeez.
Couldn't face the music at that moment.
Yeah, in that moment. Sometimes you have to do that and deal with it later on, but it's just better to not deal with it in the moment.
So Eggy didn't get his license till he was 17.